Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the gun, running back gets the gift. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Irish! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
7, Texas A&M, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And the Aggies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the middle. It's complete. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Finds his big tight end. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Grab near the sticks. It's high. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play.
He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. He has the first and still on his feet. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Just adds another dimension to this offense, and the Aggies have had quarterbacks who could run over the years.
Yeah, quarterbacks that can run, and I think about those guys too. I think about run, I think about tempo, I think about scrambling around, making plays, just having that dude at the QB spot.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now they're going to throw it. That's caught. It's high. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Whips it out to the back. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. Fights off a defender. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Finds a tight end. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Using his feet. It's a fumble on the play. Well, the offense did fall in that loose football, but it won't matter much as they turn it over on downs.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He'll do it himself. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one of this postseason showdown. Let's take a look at the stats so far. We've got a good one on our hands here. Let's hope we keep those good vibes going here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback extends the play. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
from the gun on third down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that D end getting that sack.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. No fair catches here, looking for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, create some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Hold finds his man on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Tap. Touchdown, Aggie. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish back on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The gun, the running back, looking for room.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the run. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, low on the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
Grab behind the line. It's Lewis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He might want another play. They'll try the running game off the right tackle. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Bad news for the defense. They gave up a first down on a scramble. Good news, though, they got a lick on that quarterback. That is a dream shot for anybody on defense. So, yeah, you might have made a good play individually. Good job, bud. Attaboy. You might get a helmet sticker for that, but you're also going to be in the ice bath after the game.
Play action on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Extending the play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Running back searching for a hole. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Never a doubt. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Notre Dame right back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Complete downfield. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Here's the give off the left side. Plows through the defense. And they're able to make the tackle. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing, they're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out. Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. Finds a spot in the middle. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's John. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Motion from the back. From the red zone, looking for a space. Plucks it out of the air. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They take the lead with the 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. The Aggies want to move quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's second and long. They go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Here come the Irish back on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Back to pass on second down. Working the middle. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Grabbed over the middle, it's John. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Picks up the first down. There he goes to the right. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggie. Great job by the back on the option.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
27.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. They want to run this quarterback. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught over the middle. It's high. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Unloads quickly.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try the middle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Working that left side now. Turning on the Jets. A big, explosive play by this offense. And if you want to control the 4th quarter, might as well go in with momentum like that. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play. And you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
We'll take over 1st and 10.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Now on first down from the 30.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why.
Turning it on. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
On first down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for space. It's O'Connell. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Picks up 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down, you set up third and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run with the ball.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They boot it away on 4th down. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking to the big tight end. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pressure coming. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, and I can throw them the football, and they can make a play over top of somebody.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 45. Breaks into the open. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
And the Aggies just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's high. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Looking to throw for it. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Notre Dame lines up quickly.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense...
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got him downfield. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offense and quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab past the marker. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
With this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Snagged in the middle, it's John. He gets it to the 31-yard line, a big play for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's John. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again.
He'll take a shot. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, under-talked about things, like understanding the situation.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that fourth down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
It's complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Looking for the goal line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.